Welcome back everyone, I am Deepak Punyal. In previous tutorial we have discussed the way we can achieve reusability by separating the class definition from the client code. Suppose we have this class definition here and have a main function in the same file. So when another program or client is writing another program which is including this header file, that function will or that program will have two main files, and in that case compiler will give us a fatal error that a program cannot have two main functions. So we need to separate that thing, and how we separated this? We divided this file into two files, and class definition was kept in this constructor.h and main functions were copied here. In previous video we also wrote this program into a separate way, and that is we separated the prototype of a function and definition of a function. So how we did this? We kept all the prototype of function prototype inside this class, and definition definition of the function was kept outside of this class. So this thing you are seeing here is student is class name, and then there is double colon which is global scope resolution operator. So what this thing is doing, this scope resolution operator is tying this constructor to this class, or if you see here, this global scope resolution operator is tying this function display info to the student class. And if you do not provide this scope resolution operator, or if you do not write this student class name here, so how it is going to look like this. So in this way compiler will understand that this function is a global function, or you can also say that this is loose or free function. So if there is a global function or loose function and it is using private data member of the class, it will provide us an error. And why it is going to provide us an error? Because private data members can't be accessed outside class or any other functions. So this should provide us an error. That's why we have to keep it like this. I'm sorry, there is some mistake. I should keep it like this: student name, and then means it's a class name student, and then global scope resolution operator. So this thing was done. This whole step was done to provide reusability of the code. Now we are going to discuss another fundamental principle of the good programming, that is separating interface from the implementation. So let us first discuss what do we mean by interface. When you are talking about interface means interface describes the services of class client can use and how to request those services, but it does not tells the way services are carried out. You can also say that interface specifies what operations should a user perform, but does not specify how these operations are implemented. So what we have to do, we have to separate these implementation and prototypes into different files. So what is interface? This thing is an interface. This is telling what we could perform, but this is not telling us how we are going to perform that thing. So the things which is telling us how to perform something, we will put this in separate file here. And how this separate file is related to this file, you can see the name of this file. Its name is constructor.h and its name is constructor.cpp. So we are putting all the interface, or we are putting all the prototype of a class inside this file, which is constructor.h, and we are putting all the definition inside another file, which is same name as this name, and extension is .cpp. But we should also include header file iostream here, because we are using these functions like cout. And another thing we should include here is constructor.h, because it should know the prototype of these functions, all these functions which are defined inside constructor.h. So in this way I am able to separate our implementation from the interface. And then there is a third file, which is main.cpp. Now the point is how I can compile these files and how can I combine these three files together and make one executable file. So that thing we will be discussing in next lecture. If you have any doubt regarding this, please put it in the comments, or you can write me a mail at theeasyconcepts@gmail.com. Thank you so much.